So social neglect has become sort of a common issue. And I talked about in my previous video that community is dying, especially in first world countries. Man, it's bad. It's bad, right? Community is dying, and so neglect is on the rise. One follows the other. That's the unfortunate situation of it all. I have so many peers and friends who have grown up in homes where they were not given enough attention, right? They were not given the attention that children should have when they're growing up. And now that they're in college, they still don't know how to make friends. And sometimes it's not even about not knowing how to make friends, because I have super social people who have almost zero community. And that's simply because everyone is disconnected, right? But disconnection can still lead to neglect. You know what I mean? So it's become this game of people neglecting people and everyone neglecting each other. You know what I mean? Unbeknownst to each other, right? And that's not good. I have been neglected in my life. Most people have experienced some form of neglect, right? It's not good. Social neglect is one of the worst feelings ever. And I'm talking about loneliness, isolation, right? Social deprivation. You feel like you are alone in your soul and to rot in your thoughts. It's one of the worst feelings. But hey, there's this quote that says, but we cannot stare at our wounds forever, right? You cannot simply stare at your wounds forever. Neglect is a real thing, and community is dying, right? Hopefully, but the purpose of this channel is to regurgitate it, to bring it back to life, resurrect it, so to speak, insofar as we can do that. That is the goal. But hey, it's real, and a lot of people are lonely. Neglect is a real thing. But the upside is that you can use that neglect to your advantage. And yes, most of my videos have upsides because it's been for too long now that we've been focusing on the negatives in life, right? People make videos and they're like, oh my goodness, and my life is this and my life is that. Cut the bullcrap, right? You need to make things and put things in place that ensure that you make changes, right? Ensure that you improve. If you don't want to be neglected any longer, go make friends. Go and make friends. Make the awkward friendships. Go talk to that girl, right? Be awkward, because sometimes you have to be a fool in order to become the master. You need to look stupid before you know what you're doing. You can't have both worlds. You can't just wake up one day and whoa, friendships. No, it doesn't work like that. Work has to be put in. You need to make that effort. And you might say, oh, Corbin, you don't know, you have no idea, man. I've been putting in this work for a long time and I've been trying to make friends and it hasn't happened. And listen, from the bottom of my heart, I feel that. I understand it. Man, I've been there. I've been there. Heck, I still am there to some degree because I have friends, but I'm such a social person that sometimes I feel like, dude, where's the community at? But hey, we have to work on this together. If we're going to mitigate this and ultimately kill it, neglect, right? We need to actively work to better our communities. We need to seek out friendship and try to reach and contact the person. And I keep saying the person because when I say person, I'm not using it loosely. I don't mean some random person. I mean the soul, the individual, right? People need real connection. Right? Way too many kids are being raised by their freaking cell phones, and shame on the parents that do that. Right? You might say, oh, you have no idea how busy I am. I don't care. Right? These are human beings we're talking about. Right? And so when someone offs themselves, then you're like, oh my, I have no idea what happened. No one was there for them. Were you there for them? I didn't think so. Yeah, that's right. You weren't there, right? Human beings are social creatures. We need to have each other's backs all the time. All the time, right? And I say all the time kind of loosely because sometimes you just won't have anyone around you. Sometimes you won't have any friends. That's just how it is, right? And so you have to bask in that neglect. You have to bask in that loneliness, right? You have to understand that, hey, this is a phase of life and it will pass. This too shall pass. You have to remember that always, always. In life, there are seasons. Everything changes all the time, always. So do not give up hope just because you're going through a season of loneliness, right? Because you are a wonderful person. You could be a wonderful person. I don't know, you could be a terrible person right now. Forgive me. But you could be a wonderful person. I fully believe that. You might say, oh, Corbin, but you don't know what I've done. I don't care. No one is perfect. That's one thing you seem to forget. No one is perfect, right? And neglect does not mean that you deserve it. right? A lot of people keep thinking that, oh, it must be because I'm a terrible person. Why? No, that's not true. Get that out of your head. Think differently, right? Life is influenced by the way you think. Change the way you think. It's all in the mind. It is all in the mind. And I keep repeating that because I want me to believe it too. I want myself to believe that too, right? It is all in the mind. You can change it. You can change it. And this is just a season. This is just a season. It will change. But you have to make the active steps in that direction for things to change. I believe you can do it. You are a wonderful person. Keep working on yourself to become even more wonderful. I hope to see the progress you make. Thank you for watching this video. And go get them. Go get them. Not rocket science. Go get them. Thank you.